Welcome to the YouTube channel Just Information. I hope you all are fine. Today we will learn class 8th chemistry chapter metals and non-metals, and this is part 2. So in this part we will start with chemical properties of metals and non-metals. We'll start with chemical properties. So first chemical property is electronic configuration of metals and non-metals. So metals and non-metals. Here chemical property, here metals and here non-metals. Chemical property first is electronic configuration, and write electronic configuration as EC, electronic configuration. In metals, electronic configuration have 1, 2 or 3 electrons in their valence shell. Example, aluminium. Atomic number is 13, that is 2, 8, 3. Has 3 electrons in its valence shell. Now non-metals. So have 4, 5, 6 or 7 electrons in their valence shell. Example, carbon. Atomic number is 6, that is 2, 4. Has 4 electrons in its valence shell. Exception is hydrogen, as it has only 1 electron in its valence shell. Second is ionization. Ionization in metals, it is like it loses valence electrons and form cations. Example, Na minus 1 electron is equal to gives Na plus Le minus. In non-metals, ionization gain or share valence electrons and form form anions. Example, F plus 1 electron gives F minus. Now electrochemical nature. Third is electrochemical nature. Metals. In metals, it is electropositive in nature. It is electropositive. And in non-metals, it is electronegative. Fourth is type of agents. Type of agents. In metals, they are good reducing agents. Good reducing agents. And non-metals are good oxidizing agents. Fifth is action with oxygen. Action with oxygen. So metal plus oxygen gives metal oxide. Metal plus oxygen gives metal oxide. Non-metals are non-metal plus oxygen gives non-metal oxide. Non-metal plus oxygen gives non-metal oxide. So metal's example in this metal plus oxygen gives metal oxide is 2Ca plus O2 gives 2CaO, and of non-metal oxygen gives non-metal oxide, it is C plus O2 gives CO2. Next is action on litmus paper. So in metals it is seen as magnesium ribbon is burnt and the residue is collected in glass tumbler. A little quantity of water is added to it and is tested with both red and blue litmus papers. The blue litmus paper remains unaffected, whereas the red litmus paper changes to blue, indicating it is a basic oxide. Now in non-metals, it is like sulfur is heated with a spoon and transferred to a glass tumbler. Water is added to it and is tested with both red and blue litmus papers. The red litmus paper remains unaffected, whereas blue litmus paper changes to red, indicating it is acidic oxide. Seventh is hydrides. Hydrides. In metals, generally they do not form hydrides. Exceptions sodium and potassium. And in non-metals, they generally form hydrides but with hydrogen. Example, NH3, HF, HCl, etc. Eighth is action with water. Action with H2O. So in metals, very reactive metals like potassium, calcium, sodium react with water and displace hydrogen by forming metal hydroxide. Metal plus water gives metal plus hydrogen hydroxide. And in non-metals, they do not react with water. In fact, they are kept in water to prevent the action of air on them. Ninth is action with acids. Action with acids. Metals such as sodium, magnesium, zinc and iron react with dilute hydrochloric acid and sulfuric acid to form salt and hydrogen. Metal plus acid gives salt plus hydrogen. In non-metals, majority of non-metals do not react with acids, but sulfur reacts with concentrated nitric acid to form sulfur dioxide and water. Nitrogen dioxide and water. 10th and last one is chlorides. So in metals, they form chlorides which are electrovalent non-volatile solids and soluble in water. Exception is stannous chloride is insoluble in water. In non-metals, they form chlorides which are covalent volatile liquids or gaseous substances and so insoluble in water. Like this, we will end the part of chemical properties. In this part 2, we will learn many things like short topic, that is think it over. Then we will learn metal activity series. Then we will learn silent features of reactivity series. Till this we will learn in part 3. Till that, I hope you have understood this part 2. Let's meet in part 3 with new topics. Thank you for watching.